What if I told you there was a man who was a valedictorian, an All-American football star, a lawyer, and one of the most famous singers and actors in the world, all while the U.S. was under Jim Crow laws? That man is Paul Robeson. Robeson at Rutgers won 15 varsity letters. He then went on to go to Columbia Law, where he played in the NFL to pay his way. He eventually realized he couldn't study law due to the era's deep-seated racism, so he took his voice to the stage. He was the voice before James Earl Jones, known for his rich baritone voice, where he brought critical acclaim to songs like Old Man River and Let My People Go. By the 1930s, Paul Robeson was a global icon. His portrayal of Othello is still legendary to this day. As Paul Robeson started to travel the world, his perspective started to change. He realized that the Black American struggle wasn't just a Black American struggle. It was a struggle also shared by the working class and colonized nations everywhere. Paul Robeson spoke out against lynchings, supported labor unions, and fought for civil rights way before the 1960s movement ever took off. He famously said, "The artist must fight for freedom or slavery." Because Paul Robeson refused to keep quiet about American racism and praised the lack of prejudice he saw abroad, the U.S. labeled him as radical. In 1950, the State Department revoked his passport so he couldn't travel to perform or perform overseas, which is how he made his money. He was blacklisted, his music was removed from shelves, and he was even targeted by the FBI. Paul Robeson's career was effectively destroyed, but his spirit wasn't. He paved the way for the civil rights movement and proved that you can't separate art from activism. I don't feel that Paul Robeson gets talked about enough because they definitely tried to erase him, but a voice that powerful, you can't keep quiet forever. Paul Robeson. Also, the main performance space at the illustrious North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, my alma mater, is named after him, and I've had the privilege of performing on that stage many times during my tenure at the university.